Look, here's something nobody really talks about. Most guys hit 40 and feel stuck, either keep dressing like they're still 25 or slowly fade into the background. That's nonsense. Today I'm going to show you 7 shirts that actually make men over 40 look sharper, more confident, and more intentional without trying too hard. No expensive designer stuff, no complicated rules, just what actually works in real life. And here's the thing, shirt number 3 is already hanging in most guys' closets right now. But there's one small mistake with it that's aging a lot of men by at least 5 years. Fix that and you instantly look younger. I'll show you exactly what I mean when we get there. We're talking casual everyday wear here, coffee runs. Casual dinners, weekends, real life. Because that's 90% of your life anyway. We're breaking this into 3 clean groups: the foundation, the upgrades, and the pieces that really elevate your look. These shirts work on different body types and hit that perfect adult casual sweet spot, not trying to look young, not looking old, just looking good. First up, the foundation. Because if you don't get these 3 basics right, nothing else really matters. Shirt number 1, the fitted polo shirt. Let's start with the polo. I know, polos can go either way. Done right, they're perfect. Done wrong, you look like every other dad at the grocery store. Done right though, a polo makes you look like the guy who's supposed to be in the room, not the guy who just happened to show up. The problem is most guys wear them too loose. A baggy polo just makes you look shapeless. You want something that actually follows your body without being tight. Here's what to look for: shoulder seams that sit right at the edge of your shoulder. Sleeves that hit mid-bicep. Length that stops at your belt, not below it. Fabric matters too. Skip the shiny polyester stuff. Go for cotton or piqué. They look better and they breathe. Colors. Keep it simple. Navy, charcoal, olive, burgundy. These work with everything, and they don't fade into that weird washed out look after a few months. The beauty of a good polo is versatility. It works for coffee, it works for casual meetings, it even works for date night if you pair it right. It's that middle ground between a t-shirt and a button-down. Polished, but not stuffy. And if you're carrying a little weight around the middle, like most of us, a proper polo helps. It skims without clinging. You look put together, not like you're trying to hide something. Now, t-shirts are even trickier, because there's one fabric mistake that instantly makes even expensive t-shirts look cheap. Let me show you what to avoid. Shirt number 2, the premium plain t-shirt. Plain t-shirts are tricky after 40. They can make you look great, or they can make you look like you just rolled out of bed. The difference: quality. Most guys are still wearing those 3-packs from Target or old corporate event shirts. Those don't cut it anymore. They're too thin, they lose shape, and honestly, they look cheap. And after 40, a cheap t-shirt doesn't just look cheap. It quietly signals that you stopped paying attention. And that's not the message most of us want to send. What you want is a heavier t-shirt. Look for something around 180 to 220 GSM. That's the fabric weight. It's thick enough to actually hold its shape and drape properly. Pay attention to the neckline too. It should sit close to your neck, not sagging down. And length matters. It should hit right at your belt, not hang past it. Stick with neutrals: white, black, navy, gray. These are your foundation colors. They work with jeans, they work with chinos, they work under jackets. Here's the thing about good t-shirts: they just make everything easier. Throw a blazer over one and you're dressed up. Wear it alone on the weekend and you still look sharp. The thicker fabric smooths everything out, so you're not showing every bump underneath. Yeah, a quality t-shirt costs more upfront, but it lasts. I've got shirts I've been wearing for 4 years that still look new, and more importantly, still make me feel sharp when I put them on. Compare that to cheap ones that fade and stretch after 3 washes. So between polos and t-shirts, which one do you reach for most? Curious where you stand on that. Alright, next up is that shirt I mentioned, the one that's probably in your closet right now. This one simple trick changes how your whole face looks. Shirt number 3, the light-colored Oxford shirt. Here's something interesting about light-colored shirts. They actually change how your face looks. White and light blue reflect light back up onto your face. It softens lines, brightens your skin, makes you look more awake. It's subtle, but it works. Now I'm talking specifically about Oxford cloth. That's the slightly textured fabric with the basket weave. Not a dress shirt, not formal, just a solid button down. Why Oxford? It's thicker, so it doesn't wrinkle as easily. You can wear it untucked, and it looks intentional, not sloppy. And it works in far more situations than you'd think. It's relaxed enough for real life, but still says you take responsibility for how you show up. The best colors are white, light blue, and even light pink. Light pink is underrated. Looks great with navy pants, and it's confident without being loud. Here's how I wear them untucked with jeans and sneakers for weekends. Tucked into chinos with loafers when I need to look a bit more polished. Add a blazer and you're good for almost anywhere. One move that makes a difference. Roll the sleeves up just past your forearm. Not high, just a couple rolls. It relaxes the whole look, makes it less buttoned up. Oxford shirts just work. They're professional enough for work, casual enough for everything else. That's why they're worth having. So those are your 3 basics. Polo t-shirt, Oxford. Get these right and you're already ahead of most guys. Now let's look at a couple pieces that add some personality. Number 4 is subtle, but it's one of those things that just works. Let me show you. Shirt number 4, the Henley shirt. Alright, the Henley. It's basically a t-shirt with a few buttons at the neck. Simple, but it makes a difference. That open collar creates a V-shape that just looks better than a regular crew neck. Makes you look taller, more put together. Plus, it's more interesting to look at. A plain t-shirt is fine, but Henley shows you put a little thought into it without actually doing much. There's something about them that just feels masculine. Maybe it's the utility vibe, maybe it's the simplicity. Either way, throw on a gray or navy Henley, and you instantly look more capable. It doesn't try too hard. It looks like you're comfortable in your own skin, and that's one of the most attractive things a man can project at our age. They work great for casual situations, weekends, date night, anywhere you want to look good, but not formal. Keep it simple, dark jeans or chinos boots, or clean sneakers done. If it's cool out, layer a leather jacket or denim jacket over it. That's a solid look right there. Fit is key though. Not tight. You're not trying to show off. Not loose. That just looks sloppy. It should follow your shape comfortably. Henleys are one of those easy upgrades. Small change from a basic tee, but people notice the difference. Shirt number 5, subtle pattern shirts. Checks and stripes. Quick thing about patterns. They actually help. Solid colors are safe, but they can look a bit flat. Add a subtle pattern and suddenly your outfit has more life to it. 2 patterns worth knowing: small checks and thin stripes. For checks, think small. Really small. Almost looks solid from a distance, but up close there's texture. Navy and white, blue and white, gray and white. Classic combinations that work with everything. Small checks just make you look intentional instead of accidental. Like you put thought into what you're wearing without overthinking it. For stripes, go vertical and keep them thin. Not thick rugby stripes. Pencil thin lines. They make you look taller and leaner, which is always good. Best colors? Blue and white, gray and white. Nothing too bold or high contrast. One rule with patterns: pattern on top, solid on bottom. Patterned shirt with solid pants and solid shoes. Keeps everything balanced. The thing about subtle patterns is they work quietly. A solid navy polo is fine. A navy microcheck button down is better. Same color, same style, but one just looks intentional. Patterns also hide wrinkles better than solids, which is practical. Not perfectly pressed. The pattern helps disguise it. Add a few of these to your rotation and you'll see the difference. Not flashy, just better. Alright, those are your upgrades. Now for the final 2, and this is where it gets interesting. Number 6 is controversial. Some guys think it's too young for us, but I'll show you exactly why that's wrong. Stay with me. Shirt number 6, the bomber, or Harrington jacket. Bomber jackets get overlooked by guys our age. Some think they're too young, too trendy. They're not. They're actually perfect. The goal here isn't to dress like you're 25 again. It's to dress like a man who still has momentum. Here's what a bomber does: it creates shape. The ribbed waist cinches in, which makes your shoulders look broader. Your whole silhouette just looks more athletic without you doing anything. The elastic cuffs and hem add definition too. Instead of looking boxy, you look structured, and there's an energy to them. You put one on and you just feel more active, more capable. It's a psychological thing, but it works. McQueen wore them. So did James Dean. These aren't trendy. They're classic. The key is keeping it simple. Navy, olive, black, tan. No logos, no excessive details. Just clean lines. Material-wise, nylon is sportier and casual. Cotton or wool blends are more refined. Pick based on how you want to come across. How to wear them over a t-shirt and jeans for weekends. Over a polo with chinos when you want to look more put together. Over a button-down with dress pants if you're going out. They're versatile, and they instantly make any outfit look more intentional. Simple t-shirt and jeans. Add a bomber and suddenly you look like you know what you're doing. Don't overthink it. Just try one. Curious where you stand on this. Do you already own a bomber jacket, or have you been avoiding them? Let me know in the comments. Shirt number 7, the lightweight knit sweater. Last one, the lightweight sweater. Not a chunky winter sweater. I'm talking thin merino wool or cotton knit. Something you can wear in spring or fall. These just work. Here's why. They have texture. Unlike a flat t-shirt, there's visual depth. Makes you look more polished without trying. They smooth everything out. A good knit drapes nicely over your body. Not tight, not boxy, just right. Forgiving if you're carrying some extra weight. And there's something about a sweater that reads as quietly sophisticated. People see you and assume you're thoughtful, established, steady. And it earns you a certain level of respect before you even say a word. Best colors are neutrals, gray, navy camel, olive burgundy. All work with jeans, all work with chinos, all work with pretty much anything. How to wear them. Over a collared shirt for a more classic look. Alone with just a t-shirt underneath for something cleaner. Or push the sleeves up a bit for a more relaxed vibe. My go-to formula, neutral sweater, simple shirt, or nothing underneath dark pants. That's it. They're also practical. Perfect for those in-between temperatures when you don't need a full jacket but want something more than just a shirt. A quality lightweight sweater lasts years too. It's one of those pieces you just keep reaching for because it makes everything easier. So those are your 7. Now here's what to actually do with this information. Alright, let me break it down real quick. Your foundation 3 are the polo, the t-shirt, and the Oxford shirt. Get these right and you're set for 80% of situations. Your personality pieces are the Henley and subtle patterns. Small upgrades that show you're paying attention. Your impact pieces are the bomber jacket and lightweight sweater. Not for every day, but when you wear them, you'll feel the difference. Look, this isn't about looking 25 again. That ship sailed. This is about looking like yourself. Just the better version. When you're younger, you can throw anything on and mostly get away with it. After 40, that stops. But that's actually a good thing. You've got more clarity now. You know what works, what doesn't. And you don't have time for nonsense. In your life or in your closet. You don't need a closet full of clothes. You need the right ones. The pieces that work when you put them on and make you feel confident walking out the door. Here's my challenge for you. Take a look at what you've got hanging in your closet right now. Be honest. Does it work, or are you just wearing it because it's there? So which of these 7 are you going with first? Drop a comment and let me know. If this was helpful, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. I make content for guys like us. Practical, no-nonsense advice that respects your time. And finally, remember this, after 40 looking good isn't about impressing anyone. It's about self-respect. Thanks for watching.